Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Flash. Today we're going to be talking about Flash. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about this weird old guy. At first I thought this guy was Heat Wave, but I guess he's not. Okay, so it opens up to where Barry Allen is testing, doing some testing with something, and he has a vial of some solution, and then it ends up pouring out into the ground. And then he ends up seeing someone, and then he's like, oh, I need to put on my Flash suit. And then he says, in less time than it takes to name him, Flash appears. First, the chemical solution I was pouring vanishes, beaker and all. Then an unknown figure slips out of the lab. I've got to get after him. Then the guy starts shooting some hot rings at him. Then they start changing colors, blue and orange. Flash tries to get in with a spinning tornado. Then it shows us what's going on with this guy. And the judge was reading My Scientist. The court has found you in. So, I don't know. Something. So, then it shows the whole thing. Something must have happened to, where he did something bad, and then they put him in this capsule to where they send him back 50 centuries on a desolate planet. Okay, so it shows how he went back 50 centuries. But something must have happened to where he showed up on our planet. Okay, let's see. Moments later, a frantic policeman. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. So he ends up getting into a bank and trying to steal stuff, and then a nearby policeman ends up noticing. I don't know why he's calling the cops, but because he's the policeman. Anyways. Seconds later, a flashing figure streaks across the city. The description fits the strange thief who escaped from the early in the day reached the bank before he can get away. Then Flash it doesn't really say what his name is. Found the guy before he could escape and they ended up fighting again. So the guy that uses, and I'm just gonna call him the guy because it doesn't really say what his name is. The guy that uses intense heat for heat wave starts using his little gizmo thingy. Starts using his little gizmo thingy. Shoots rays? No, I would say rings of fire at the Flash. And then the Flash started jumping through the hoops. And then he captured the guy. I don't know why they put him in prison here when he was supposed to be in prison in the 50th century or something like that. And then they stripped him of his possessions. Okay, so now the guy is giving Flash a run for his money, and well, I should have just showed you this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I want to apologize here. I know I'm not being a good teacher right now. Yeah. I've just been calling him the guy. I totally forgot his name was Mazadon or Mazadon. You guys can look that name, or you can help me look that name up in on Google and then tell me how to pronounce it in the comments, because I don't really know how to pronounce it right now. Okay, so Mazadon, he gets out of prison by melting the bars, and then let's see, he gives Flash a run for his money, and then Flash says, "My foe seems to have all sorts of mystery over heat, and that will be the means I'll have to use to track him down. At super speed, I can detect the slightest difference in temperature. Wherever he went, there are traces or raised temperatures in the objects he passed." So Mazadon, or Mazadon, whatever. So he was just looking for his capsule so he could go back to wherever the heck those people were in the 50th century, or wherever, or maybe they just sent to the 50th century and he got lost. So wherever the heck they really were. And then the Flash, he caught up with him, and now he's trying to take him back to jail. Okay, now Mazadon says, "Shosi, it's to your interest to let me return to my own age. I'll never come back to bother you or your civilization again." Seriously, Swiftly flash, keen, scientific mind probes of the time vehicle. Your time capsule works by heat. Tremendous heat when you take off. The resolute blast will be great. Yes, it will blast out a crater at least 10 miles in diameter. And then he doesn't get that that will kill like half of everybody. Didn't you give any thought to the people who live in that area? They'll all be killed. Only a few thousand, hardly important. I consider them important. Oh, sorry. I consider them important. To make sure no one is harmed, I'm to take you back to future era without any time capsule. Impossible. And then he takes him back to his era, right? Of course, with the Speed Force. Well, I mean, not with this. Okay, hold on. What I meant was like traveling by speed, not the Speed Force. Okay, then. And as the rate. Okay, then to his future time by the speed. You know, hold on. Before I continue this, and I'm pretty sure the ending is right after this. I just want to say something here quick. I am surprised that I mean I know that this is their first comic before like the next one that came out like was around like the 1990s or something like that, where like he fought like Mirror Master and Gorilla Grodd and the Trickster and all those other people. And they retold his origin. But I'm just saying this for the people that know that stuff, but I'll have to retell it for the people that don't know it. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is I'm surprised that they didn't have anything happen to where like in like the show where like when Barry went and further in time or back in time and then stuff always started to happen and then like those memes where like I think the show came out in like 2015 or 2000. I think it was more like 2012 it came out, so the show can be more like have more seasons. But anyways, so like the meme was like, "Oh Barry, what did you do now?" Because like every time you went into the future, things just always started to happen. But what I'm trying to say is like, I'm surprised like now I'm surprised like back in these comics, like if he went to the future, like things didn't start to happen like in the past. I mean, I'm just surprised like stuff like that didn't happen. Okay, back to the comic. Okay, so so he took him to his age, and he went with him there. Okay, so took him to the future, and he said we put him in a time capsule and make sure that travels into the future where he belongs. Then Flash says, "Good, I'll be on my way." Okay, then those people saw him come back, and then I'm pretty sure it only took like 10 seconds. And that was the end. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.